Your Excellencies, ningependa kualika familia ingine, familia ya Malunda ikiongozwa na Balozi James Ngovi Kitau. John tafadhali. John tafadhali. Mzee Kitau Malunda alizaliwa, halafu mamake Willie akazaliwa. Na tutakapokuwa tukimaliza na wao, tutakuwa tukialika Mba Kavinga baitu asuni alama nengete mzee kibeti kana mwaitu no ibawi to anora kula umite tumiala muke na inyu munene kateto kamudia. Ndio basi niite wajukuu na tumalizia hapo, twende kwa viongozi wetu. Karibu Balozi.
Yeah, thank you very much, MC Job. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you once again. This time, it's my turn to say a few words, but the last time it wasn't my turn. But all the same, I welcome you once again to this function. I think I will briefly touch on the nexus, the connection, the relationship between Willie and the family and ourselves. I'll take you back to history. In 1914, my grandfather did not go for the First World War because he had lost his wife. The wife died, and my grandfather was left with two small babies. One was my father, called Kitau Malunda, and the second was his sister, called Kakuku Malunda. So, I'll say in English that Kakuku is my aunt, and she's the mother of Willie. So Willie is my first cousin. That's how we relate. But I will let somebody say a little more about that. But before I do that, I would like to say what I know about Willie. Willie was a very big inspiration to us as a family. And I will say that if Willie was a white man, Mzungu, he would be known for four things. Number one, he was an explorer. Number two, he was a pioneer. Number three, he was an innovator, and I will explain why I'm saying that. And number four, he was a very successful entrepreneur. As you have heard, it's been read to you, Willie is one of the first people to go to school in our area. And when he finished his school, he became a teacher, and he was staying with my parents. He was looking after my parents. He was a school teacher where I went to primary. That time, I wasn't there, but he told me, and I was taught by others. So he was a teacher. And from there, Willie went to work in Zanzibar as a policeman. Can you imagine those days? He has the audacity to go to a neighboring country as a policeman. And then he came back, worked for the Kenya government, and from there, he went into business, which he has done up to his last days. So the things I remember about Willie, in addition to that, was something which inspired me a lot. When I was young, we used to go to Kitui town and a place called Kalundu. And Willie is the first person to own a car in Kitui those days. He had a car called a Zeva, and we would walk up there to the hill to see the car climbing up. There was no other car in Kitui. And that gave us a lot of inspiration. Secondly, when he was looking at my parents, and you look at that face again, you can see he does not make nonsense from anybody. He never did. So one day, my mother, since what in Wakamba and we Africans, so you know how the families operate. Unatoa mahindi hapo nje, na mbaazi, na maharagwe, unatayarisha inakauka. And my mother wanted to take them to the market. So he called Willie. Willie was the only person with a car. There was no road to come to our place. So Willie drove through somebody's shamba by force to come and collect your maharagwe ya mama yangu ipelekwe sokoni. And today the road we are using is that one where Willie drove through. We came to see Willie last year but one, and I think it was a God's blessing, because I was told one day, and I remember I told His Excellency before we came down, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo, Jane told me that Willie was not doing well. And then, as much as I call her Jane, I was so shocked. Willie doesn't know that name. He asked me, when I told him who told me, he asked me, Mwikali. He knows her as Mwikali, not Jane. Because Willie believed in African culture and African traditions. So we came and we sat here with him. We did it as a family. We came 30 of us, and we did it the traditional way, the cultural way. Tukakuja tukachinja mbuzi, tukakula pamoja, tukaomba pamoja, na tukasalimiana na njoo tukarudi Nairobi. But as the clergy said that Willie was a leader, kiongozi, and that's why there are other kiongozis here, I want to tell you a question he asked me. And this is very important for the Kamba nation, with due respect to everybody who is here. He asked me, hii kitu hii inaitwa thwake ni nini? I asked him, what have you heard? Akaniambia amesikia huko, iko kitu kizuri kinatokea huko. As an entrepreneur, you can understand what he was saying. So I explained to him that the multi-purpose Thwake Dam is very important for the Kamba nation. It is the only transformative project which has been done in Ukambani, which would have made Willie very happy today, as that project is being completed in December. The Thwake Dam has got 4 phases. The first one is the dam, which will store a lot of water. I think it should be about the second highest in Africa, up to the tune of 700 million cubic meters. The second one, it will generate hydro power, 20 megawatts. Third is going to supply water to the 3 Kamba counties, Kitui, Machakos, Makueni. And I'm saying this because something should have made Willie very happy. And finally, it's going to irrigate 100,000 acres of land. Because Thwake is the second biggest reservoir in Kenya after Kindaruma. Kindaruma is about 56 kilometers. Thwake will be about 10 kilometers, and it will have a lot of water. So the purpose of telling you that, make Willie happy the way he would have been happy by preparing yourselves to be part of this project and to benefit from this project. So finally, I would like to conclude by saying that I would like you to cherish Willie on 3 things. Remember Willie, 1, as a pillar of strength, 2, as a reservoir of wisdom, and 3, as a beacon of light. With that, I would like to wish him well, and may God rest his soul in eternal peace. Thank you very much. I want to say, actually, I'm so sorry, I'm the last born, so I shouldn't have spoken, but I'll ask, my big brother is here to say something, and then on agenda issue is his sister, the one who follows him, to say something. Otherwise, it will look like we are male chauvinistic.
Anumanga Willy Muasya nye netawa David Mbaki wa Kitau. Willy ni mkuu na tunekala na Willy ta evyatu na ilatu atiwe na siya yedwa na shida nitwa mutabwa na atwa mutabya anunoka atu tana nyedhabera barabana dina okithia no atu tethesia kila ngweta kwasya no kwasya family ya Muasya na family ya kwa Malunda kwa Kitau kila mundu athacia thayo wake na ngoo yake pala be Willy athia athumwe ena muguo pala Ngai mumwendie amoza mobea
they are male, female, you know.
Mwe ni museo. Ungeze sibanse be ni muzenyo Willy twe nake. Ni wendete tu ni atukwatie wikalo. Mwe ni museo. Na mabinda onde. Ekatwasie ithie mabinda la Ngai ona tunendie Willy. Nituneka dile nake na nitutunga mubea kwa Ngai. Kwa utu tumuthacie ndakatwe batu alani aende tu ni kulanga iwa tutuye twenda. Amen.
Thank you Balozi and the rest of the family members. Kwina kuya mzee Willy utwanite kwamba kavinga tafadhali ukai ndio mwina vinya onena no